What is up? It is me here. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're talking about just something in my mind that I have to tell you guys. And it is, you need to treat people the way you want to be treated. And what I mean by that is to treat people nicely, because the truth is, in the world, there are people that are mean and don't take stuff seriously. And now, what I mean by that is people that I know that just don't take stuff seriously, and it's actually really, really annoying. Like, I'm not joking around. Like, I'm not gonna lie with you. I think, like, this Pimples and Parolees video really changed the trajectory of my life. And you're like, wait, what is this? This is a series that give pimples, which are the most harassed dogs in the world, which, you know what that means? It just means abusive, which that is being, like, doing stuff that they don't want to do, pretty much. And parolees, which are people that go in jail. So, yeah. And it kind of reminds me of my life where Miss Krager gave me my second chance. Like, I don't know where I would be without her. Like, I don't know if I would still, I don't know. I really don't know. I could really have ended up in Turning Point, and that would have, like, changed the trajectory of my life. Because, like, if you get to know me, like, when you get to know me, you're not going to see, like, me being frustrated, angry. You don't see that. When you know me, I'm a sweet, kind person. I'm just a person that tries to help everyone. I'm a person that tries to make the world around you much better. I'm not that type of person. And that's why I hurt myself when I'm angry, rather than hurting others. And that's my issue, is not giving myself much appreciation. And that's very unfortunate with me. And sometimes I just look back at that and I'm like, dang, I need to change that. But, yeah. But let me talk about this moment, though, in this episode. And obviously, I recommend watching this. You can watch this on Hulu. Recommend you watch it, because that will change your life forever. And I'll tell you that as genuine facts. But anyway, back to the point. So we had two people going to Louisiana, saving a dog that was literally stuck on a pole with her legs crossed, with her paws crossed on a pole for 3 days. Now imagine that, having your, like, let's say, arms crossed like this on a pole, and your and have a collar right there too. That would be terrible, and especially for 3 days, and also without food and water. Like, if without that, you would be dead as a human. You would be dead. You wouldn't survive. You would just be dead in general, and you wouldn't be able to lay down either. That's just what makes this so unfortunate for this dog. I feel super bad for that dog for so many reasons. And one other dog that I felt super bad, and this dog unfortunately died. Yeah, died to having poor ownership. And I'm like, are you kidding? Like, and that just gives me so much flashbacks of my life, where people just straight up don't care and ignores things. Now, I understand, and sometimes you have to ignore things, and that's kind of just facts in life. But when there's a dog laying down about to die, you cannot ignore that. You have to get help. Call the vet and get some help. Or sedate him or something. I don't know. Just do something. And that literally just reminds me of my personal life. People straight up don't understand the pain I have went through. From last year, and the year before that, and the year before that. This entire decade for me, outside I guess 2023, has nothing but been torture and pain. The fact that I'm alive and I have yet to commit suicide is a blessing in disguise. And that's not a lot of people really know about me. Is that there are a ton of events where I wanted to just die. I didn't want to live anymore. And I thought nothing in the world appreciated me. And that's just the truth. And I tell, since I've been in Breakwater for the entire time, I know now that people will or care about me, and it's really changed my perspective of committing suicide. And it's very true. Yes, I might be still down on myself, unfortunately, but it's been a lot better than it was back in 2021. Like 2021, like I don't know how many times I have to say this, but that has to be the worst year of my life. And I'm talking about 2022 where both my dogs passed away. I had to be in the hospital. I had therapy, stressful life, abusive brother, almost dying. Like, it's so much that's just unbelievable to me, and it's very frustrating. And I might actually even send my February recap a little bit too early, because there already has been too much crap that has gone through my life throughout the month. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And it's only been, 18 days? That's ridiculous. It's a little too ridiculous, in my opinion. And yeah, it's frustrating to me, and it's very aggravating of why life just cannot be like this, and it's very annoying, and it's very, very stressful. Now, but anyway, I wanted to let's get back to the main topic, and that is not appreciation, just in general, help others that really do need help. Now, that's a part of humanity that really pisses me off, and that's honestly really just true. There are not a lot of people in the world that helps you. That's just true, and there's not enough people to help everyone, unfortunately. But you, yes, anybody in the world, including me, can save the world by helping people. And that's not something that a lot of people really knows about the world, is that a lot of people indeed need help. For example, I need help. Everybody needs help. And that's why next Tuesday I'm seeing if I'm going to be in this program of some sort that my mom has not really talked about me that much. But yeah, you kind of get what I mean here. And again, I've gone through literal hell to get to where I am. Starting to somewhat build relationships with some great students, despite a lot of them are just cuckoo in general. Seeing Trevor as a possible option as a friend, and that's honestly just something at least I can consider. And it makes me happy inside. Well, because, I just, don't want to be hated. I obviously I want friends, of course, but I don't want to be hated is my goal here. Because I just know somewhere a lot of people probably don't know me or just don't like me or anything like that. I know a lot of people probably don't hate me anymore, but like they certainly don't like me either. Like they don't certainly like me. I know a lot of people that dislike me because of my actions, which unfortunately I have terrible actions in some capacity, and that's why I consider James as like just a bud that just is there and knows my life, like because he knows what I've gone through. I have had such a like again, let me tell you this. And this is the reason why I hate this decade is because so in okay, I know like we're going to do a little summarization um of why this decade has really truly ruined my life. Now, in 2020, we all know about the pandemic and yada yada yada. But the problem with the pandemic is hit right to the point where I was about to graduate graduate from elementary school to middle school. And that was the point that was such a terrible moment in my life. It was actually ridiculous. It was very frustrating and it really, really, truly kind of just put my life in a completely different direction. And it's just how frustrating life really can be. But honestly, like again, it didn't stop my learning. Like my learning was fair and square, like top notch. I was one of the best students in terms of virtual, and that's pretty crazy to say, despite of some just terrible moments in my life. And yeah, it was very hard during that time being quarantined and yada 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 and stuff. But 2021, like losing friends, getting picked on by the world, like it just like really, really like my mental state just got just demolished, and I started just breaking down into so many categories. And actually, is ridiculous. And then you got me hurting myself and going to the hospital, dogs dying. It's just been hell, and it's so unfortunate because a lot of kids, like let's say like an average childhood, I would say I consider this as an average childhood. Having mom and dad and parents, obviously, like having parents and well, having a house, food, life is good for you at that point. And then you want to have friends and have average good grades and, life is good for you as a child. But to me, I just don't know how the rest of my life is going to go because I already know life can just go from there. And that is just what frustrates me is that I have missed so much good stuff of my childhood. And during like 5th and 6th grade, I never knew that just that was like going to be the prime years of my life where people appreciated me. I wasn't really just being a butthole to myself. And it was like a whole complete 180 of what's been happening now. And it's like just like I wish I could go back, going to the points where my life was good and I actually was like, again, average grades, friends. Like I was starting to build a really good connection with one person, and that was really incredible to me. Now I'm not saying in a sexual way, but I mean that in a really friendly way. Yeah, I was really excited, and then it just went terribly, and that was one of the reasons of why I have probably gotten much more symptoms from. Because remember, it's the connection from that guy, him picking on me, like, it was like so, like, the world, like, my grade picked me, and just pricked and pricked and pricked me until my skin is completely gone. And it's just terribly unfortunate that that's just how my life went. And, like, ever since I made this channel, really, like, my life has gotten a lot better, honestly. Like, now, is my life good again? Well, it kind of depends on how you would consider good, but I like, my life has been a little. I mean, obviously, if you're comparing this to like last year, the year before, I would say this is a lot better, but it still hasn't been good by any means. But I'm just really, really hoping that this will be a new year, that I will have good challenges coming with positive endings, and that's just what I want. Is just positive endings and not these terrible, stuff. And one problem, of the reason why I have kind of been in this situation in the first place was because of poor principal management. And I don't know how many times I have to say this, and I haven't really been saying this that much, but I've been saying it in my head. I hate the principals. I'm not joking. Mr. Bunyan, I would say at least, is easily one of my favorites. Not because I actually have a decent connection with his actual son, but it's like he also loves football, which that's a very good connection with me as a person, and that's something that's not really thought of. And that's what I wish a lot of people were. People like Jack. And I know this is a little weird to me, but, like, saying this out loud towards literally the media in the world, but what I mean by it is like, I'm not meaning it in like, oh, they love football and, yada, yada, yada. No. I just mean it by, like, kind and nice people. That's what I wish the world was. And obviously, I wish that was the perspective everybody thought of me, of course. And, yeah, but that's not going to be how it works, unfortunately. And probably never. But, yeah. But, I mean, again, besides that, I hate the principals. I just straight up hate them. Like, I'll have a conversation with them if I have to. But obviously, of course, I really, truly just don't want to be in a conversation with them. And that's kind of just the truth. But, yeah. But it's kind of just been, a lot. But anyway, back to the point. Like, people really need to, like, appreciate other people and what they've been going through, because not a lot of people are appreciating what I'm going through, and it's frustrating. I mean, at least we're getting a 4-day week next week for school, so we have 3 days off. Then you got, like, I mean, we're kind of already less than a month away from spring break, which I'm really excited for it, but also not excited for the following future, which is the identity diagnostic, the forward testing. Like, the end of the year is kind of just a living hell, honestly, just to my personal experience, but it doesn't go well after that. But anyway, that will be it for the video. I just wanted you guys to know it, and also, by the way, I'm really am appreciating the support. We again got over 30 subs. I know in the real world it's not anything spectacular or crazy, but again, it it was an experiment. I wasn't expecting like all of the appreciation and love that I'm actually getting. Like I wasn't expecting to even probably get to this point. Well, honestly, my expectations were like kind of like all over the place. I really didn't even have an expectation, to be honest. But the fact that I'm having people actually watch my content and actually appreciate it is actually kind of nice. But obviously, of course, I know probably uploading Fortnite videos a lot isn't the best idea, and especially just playing gameplay and just not really talking about anything. I know that's kind of the idea, but kind of get what I mean. But anyway, peace.